just talked about Biden. We're moving on to what's in your backyard. We say it every freaking episode. Seems like
take a walk across the aisle.
Pay attention to what is happening in your backyard. Why? Because Ron DeSantis is fucking up. All right.
Face.
So like I said, Florida's neediest families are missing out on about $820 million in child food assistance. So Florida Democrats are fucking up in arms. They're pissed. As you can see the graphic right there, Florida is one of the only few states that have not submitted a summer PBT plan for this assistance. Over 40 U.S. states, folks. We're not talking about red, blue. We're not talking about Republican, Democrat. Over 40 states have taken advantage of this.
It's money on the table.
It's money on the table. Over $820 million for child food assistance. Okay. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So basically, through his inaction, Republicans say that DeSantis is blocking Florida's neediest families from getting about $820 million in food aid they could spend at local grocery markets, stores, markets at the time. And it's basically going through the SNAP. So it would be extra money that would be going to the EBT cards for the SNAP. And you know that a lot of Republicans are not very happy about these, with the EBT cards because some people abuse them. But again, people are always going to abuse things. You know, you can't freaking punish everybody because some people are assholes. Anyway, we'll get our feelings out. But the program, you know, I mean, just to be fair about it, the program began under President Trump as part of the family's first Coronavirus Response Act. Yeah, so it was meant to help children who had received free or discounted lunches at school to be fed while studying remotely. So even though kids are back, Florida is in the top 10% in the nation. I think we have some graphics up there somewhere in like food insecurity. And you can see how the numbers have changed from 2009 through the pandemic or epidemic through 2019 or 2020. We were at I think 17% back in the day. We lowered right before the pandemic all the way down to, I think, what was that, 12%? I can't see that. 8. Yeah, down to 12%, and then shot back up to what? 16, 18%. So, I mean, it's
a lot of children.
Yeah. Like 18%.
There's some people in this country who really who don't really care about the people, because that's what this feels like. You know what I mean? You said it, money on the table, and you said another great point. You can't punish everybody for one person's action for that one bad apple, right? This is that situation. There are hungry kids out there. Yeah. You know how many news? I don't know what states, but there are places where they won't let high school kids graduate because they owe lunch money. You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is true.
Are you kidding me?
That is true.
Kids go hungry, embarrass them in school.
No, embarrass them. Let them go hungry. Like, that is the future. Isn't this country? Oh, that's the future.
There's one state where they make the kids sweep up and clean and stuff. Like, that's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing as hell. Yeah,
because they don't have enough money.
Because their parents.
You know what the crazy
because their
thing
parents don't have enough money, because it's not the damn kids' fault.
It's not their fault.
But let me tell you, Ron DeSantis was a supporter of this bill. Okay, back in May 2020, he made a statement applauding this assistance, and now all of a sudden he's out.
Because it was coming from Trump then, and now since it's not coming from Trump
Biden,
anymore, now he's against it because he's a scumbag.
And let me tell you what this works out to be, so you know. The result, it's a shortfall of about $375 per child. There's over 2.3 million children in the state, right, that qualify for this. And think about that, 18% of them are going hungry. You know, food insecure is what is being called. And there's the definition right there. When consistent access to adequate food is limited by lack of money and other resources. This was before these places were food insecure before the coronavirus. This ain't new.
Corona made it worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why the feds did this. That's why the feds are giving this money for you, because the children need it.
And it works out to about $375 per child. Okay, the way they break that down is kids. It's about $226 for breakfast, $360 for lunch, and then $1 for a snack a day. And you know, because they buy in bulk, you know what I mean?
Are you kidding me?
Works out.
You're giving a shit over $1, $2, $3 to feed your children. It's not his children. Because that's what I think it's important here.
No, his children eat good.
His children eating real good.
That's why he don't care.
That's why a lot of these people don't care.
And the crazy thing is, because I've actually done research on this. Because they say that the reason they don't want this because of fraud and this, that, and the third, right? But the bottom line is, less than 3% of all cases of any money or anything that is distributed is attributed to fraud. Less than 3%.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And of that 3%, about 75% of that is due to honest mistakes that many times result in people getting less than what they're entitled to.
Oh, look at that. So
they're getting less than they're entitled to, but because it falls under something improper, it's considered, it's classified as fraud. So if you really think about it, maybe about 1% of what goes to this stuff, it goes to fraud.
You're good at
exactly. So what you're telling me is you're willing to say fuck the 99%, or even let's go with 3%. Fuck 97% because we want to screw with the 3%.
Basically,
that's what
that's the thing.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That's what, and I mean, not to get too racial about it or anything, because I believe it's more about the class than it is about the color of the skin.
Oh, they don't care if you're black or white.
But at the end of the day, it's that's what they see. When they see a person on food stamps, on SNAP, they see a young black crackhead abusing the system with 12 kids who are having babies just to live off benefits.
Yeah.
Or they see
that's every single mom on SNAP. You know what I mean?
Or they see the illegals.
Yeah.
Oh, these immigrants. Newsflash, folks. Illegal immigrants aren't entitled to benefits. If you don't have a valid social security number, you can't get Medicaid, you can't get food stamps, you can't get anything. So this myth
you could have fooled me.
That the illegal aliens are the reason, it's
a
myth. People wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Do a little research.
And I think that's classic politician shit. That's classic DeSantis. And I know he's getting ready to run for president. This is about, I bet you it's set up for that too.
Well, he's going after all the Trumpers,
yeah,
bro. The Trumpers love them some DeSantis, and he's going after all of them.
Yeah, this is very politics, man. I hate talking about it, but it's so important.
Makes me sick. Because it's important because it's important because it's happening in your backyard. I say it all the damn time, and I will say it again. Pay attention. The media, all the freaking main media, and I know we sound like conspiracy theorists, but the media wants you looking at the White House. The media wants you paying attention to the fuck Joe Biden chants, the pro-Trump shit. But none of that shit really matters right now. What's happening is the guy that you allowed to stay in office during the last midterm elections is screwing your kids over. And screwing the future over.
Real, man.
You know what I mean? So, and we're allowing it. So, without getting too crazy about it, because there are good things. I mean, I always say the beetle came out of the Holocaust, right? It's fucked up, but there's always a ray of light. There's always some positive even behind the worst things, right? So he's not all bad, so I don't want people to think that we're just bashing him because we live on different sides of the tracks, but this is terrible.
We don't agree.
He's affecting in the last year.
Right.
He's changed the way you're allowed to vote. He's changed the way you're allowed to protest and speak in public. He's changed the way your kids are allowed, the way they're allowed to eat now. What's next?
Yeah. Who knows? And
he's also changed the way they're allowed to learn. So look into that too, because we talked about that on previous episodes. So what's up, everybody? It's your boys Frank the Tank and JB Perez from the Podheads Web Show, here to remind you to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, hit the alerts button if you want to find out every time we drop some new fire.
Yeah, that's right. And we're dropping new videos every day at 4:20. So if you like what you saw, click here or here for more content from the Podheads.